Who knows what we'll say?
Who knows?
You never know what you'll hear on Casino Guitars.
It's finally arrived. One of my fantasy videos. Been waiting for the right time. Critical mass. It's happened here. I couldn't have asked for like this to all happen like at a better, because it allows us the excuse to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, the rock star, Johnny Depp.
Or Captain Jack Sparrow.
This
is his real identity.
Click like and subscribe and the bell if you like any of this trash we're talking about. But like, it is like, I have been a Johnny Depp fan forever, so I'm completely biased. I'm just letting that note go out there.
That's fair. Ever since 21 Jump Street.
Yes. I mean, that's
Do you
when
remember that?
That's when I grew my hair long for the first time. It's like, oh my God,
that guy's so cool.
He's the coolest guy ever. And so the thing about Johnny, a lot of people don't know is like, they're like, oh, he's in a band now, the Hollywood Vampires, which is really cool. Who he's playing with, just little Joe Perry and Alice Cooper.
Just hanging out with Joe Perry. Yeah.
But anyway, he's always been a guitar player.
Yes,
I think since the age of 12, and maybe even earlier. And he always wanted to be in rock and roll.
That was sort of his aspiration in the beginning, right?
He moved there to be a rock and roll guitar player, and then I think he's so charismatic and so attractive.
I was going to say he's so pretty.
He's also from Kentucky.
It's true.
I think Lexington area, where my wife is from.
There you go.
And if she ever met him and like had to leave me for him, I understand that. It's accepted. That's like there's some that we have like that's okay.
He is available again, as we've all seen very publicly.
I was like, how do you know that? Oh yeah, whoops.
we all know it.
No, but just like the career span that this man has had, and the amount of joy and fun that he's brought, not just us as fans and audience, but like to like true people around the world, is just different than most actors. Yes, he's a bit eccentric. Yes, he has a lot of tattoos.
Crazy.
Whatever. I call it unique and a great addition to the lexicon of our world.
He's unique in the way that like lots of really great actors are that way, right? Because I think to put yourself into a character the way that Johnny Depp does, I think you'd have to be a little eccentric.
Well, he's like a rebel without a cause that didn't die in a car accident.
Yeah.
He did. He's like, he and Leonardo DiCaprio are sort of versions of that came from the 90s sort of period.
Right.
And then have spanned this whole massive career and just keep evolving. And then we've seen the unfortunate things with Johnny Depp's career, like sort of spiraling a bit in these past few years. But now it's coming to light that it was spiraling because of some crazy false accusations.
I blame Taco Bell.
How? I don't remember what happened to Taco Bell.
There was an incident in a bed. Someone ate some Taco Bell.
Yeah, sorry, it took me a minute to connect that. That was a good deep throw.
Just saying, you'll know if you've been following the trial.
We're not gonna go
you'll know, and if you don't know, you can find it.
No, and like
fairly easily.
And like, and I have been following the trial for the most part because it's hilarious. And in general, all these celebrities, it doesn't matter. It's ridiculous that we do watch this, but like something about Johnny Depp has been so endearing through this whole trial. Like while like the Herd team is like scribbling ferociously these notes and like passing notes back and forth because it's like watching the dream team of like the Harlem Globetrotters nemesis.
Right.
The Generals or whatever they were called. I think it's the Generals.
It is the Generals, yeah.
Like it's like watching that team play the Globe. And it's fabulous to watch. And then Johnny Depp's
so cool about it. He's just like chatting with his lawyer.
You see him draw the picture, like he has it. Just drew a face. And when all the people that worked for the Depps and Amanda, like they're all like, none of them are talking trash about Johnny.
No.
And like usually what happens in these situations too is when something like this happens and there's assault charges or anything and everyone jumps out of the woodwork.
Right.
It's been crickets. All of his exes are like, no, this is first I've heard of this.
Well, yeah, there's been some things I think they caught her in some fairly obvious non-truths, we'll say.
But that's just a side. We don't want to dig too much into what's going on with that. It stinks that their private life is public and we're talking about it, but we want to talk more about like all the crazy things that he's done with movies. Because I pretty much love every Johnny Depp movie. I think almost everyone. The Alice Wonderlands, I haven't seen all of those. The second one I didn't see. And, Willy Wonka's.
He's awesome.
It's questionable, but I love him in it. But it's a weird character play.
It is, but
I'm still a Gene Wilder fan as far as I had to put the two against each other. Gene Wilder is still my number one, but you can't beat Gene Wilder.
But just the way he does it.
Eating Gilbert Grape?
Right.
All the way to like Captain Jack, Sparrow.
He sort of has become Captain Jack Sparrow. When you watch the trial, you're like, oh, look, Jack Sparrow's on trial.
I know, it's confusing. And the part about Jack Sparrow that gets me so much is when he did all that charity work at all the cancer hospitals and going around like as Jack Sparrow. And it's just amazing to see that. I love it. I know it might just be a day or two for him, but I think it brought like joy to people that were in the worst, places.
Absolutely.
And
you have to do that. And I mean, yeah.
And I think he does it more, like, that's just the stuff we can see on the cameras. There's so much more of it that's been reported that is not filmed, thank goodness.
I mean, what I think, to bring it around to guitar, just so there's a little for you guys, he basically became Keith Richards to be Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he tried.
He did. He like modeled it on.
I know. I remember reading it. It's like a feminized Keith Richards and stuff, which is that necessary? And then Keith was in the movie.
Yes.
And I've always and then I feel like that character sort of entered Johnny's persona in some ways, and I don't know Johnny Depp. I would love to, but I have friends that know Johnny, and he plays one of my favorite guitar makers' guitars. He plays Echoparks.
Yep.
Which I think is hilarious because I love that. I know Gabriel knows Johnny, and I've heard nothing but good things. And it's such a tragedy, like from the people that know him, like about this whole mess that's happened. It didn't need to happen. It didn't need to be public, but it cost Johnny Depp millions of dollars. Millions, and like, oh, boo-hoo, he's already rich. But it also cost us Pirates of the Caribbean with him.
It's true.
Because Disney dropped him like a pair of dirty underwear. And then who else dropped him?
Maybe a mistake.
The Harry Potter stuff, I think, dropped him.
Yep.
You know who stuck with him? Christian Dior. Because those advertisements are awesome. It's like he's like playing guitar, like lightning and like storms, like panthers, and he's looking cool like a pirate. Rock star.
It is odd that I just, listening to you talk, I forget that we have like a 1 degree connection away from Johnny Depp.
One day I will meet him.
I feel like that's true.
And not like oh my God, like a star-lusting way. It's just, there's few people in life, like I've enjoyed their art from the beginning to the end. No huge missteps. Yeah, you make some movies that aren't as good, but then, you go from everything like Fear and Loathing and these great fun art pieces, like, Blow. Amazing.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Everything.
It's true.
Wind Talkers. I'm just kidding, he's not in that. I just want to see if anybody saw. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't kill it. Yeah, that's Christian Slater. Another 90s awesome.
They're the same.
Heartthrob. They're not the same. But also amazing. Especially in, I think he was in Mr. Robot as well. Yeah, I think he's in that toward the end of season 1.
Know of that.
I believe so. I haven't seen that in years. But no, it's just, there's certain personas that true icons.
Yeah.
That, and obviously everybody, it seems like people try to tear those down every once in a while. We have a few of them, and Tom Cruise is another one. Like he's been torn quite a bit too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe these guys are all a little bit crazy.
Again, I think to get into the mind of someone else and to play it at that level, probably gonna have some.
But it's sure fun to watch
things
too.
It's
it's fun. Like that's what it's entertainment. These are entertainers,
right?
And we're watching their private lives implode and stuff. And the fact that this is still entertaining, the way Sir Depp is handling it.
It really is. Like it's almost like a movie. The way he is when he's being questioned and stuff, and his answers is kind of amazing.
Well, it's like he looks over to the other attorney. He's like, "Are you gonna say that's hearsay, right?" And he'll say, "Oh yeah, hearsay, Your Honor." Because I would lose my mind. I hate law and all that. It's just so boring. But and this band, like the Hollywood Vampires, it's a cool band.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, do I listen to them a lot? No, but
they look cool. They play cool guitars.
They do play cool guitars. Music it's pretty rocking. It's rock and roll.
Cool. Yeah, for sure.
I've been in a phase of like some weird music I've been listening to lately, but it's okay. But I did just buy tickets. We're going to Lumineers.
Nope.
Taking all my kids.
That'd be good.
Because the day they're playing is National Brothers Day.
Really?
And so we're taking all 3 of the brothers.
There you go.
And then I was already having tickets for My Chemical Romance. The Lumineers tickets, way less expensive. Way less. I don't know, but like 4 times less expensive.
Really?
Yes.
God, I would have thought the Lumineers would be a pretty.
No, well, it's like, they're at the. I don't know if it's the place they're at.
Probably some of that.
I don't understand it. What is your favorite Johnny Depp movie out there? Share it. Share your favorite Johnny Depp experience, and if you've seen his band live, I would love to know. What's your favorite Johnny Depp movie?
God, I don't know, man. I mean, it is hard to beat the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mine is without a doubt Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, I forgot about that. I mean, you essentially are
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a Wish version of that. And then there's
Edward Scissorhands at home.
One of my favorite musicals of all time is Sweeney Todd.
The Demon Barber.
Women. Like the songs are just, it's amazing music. The acting is fun. The singing's great. And Helena Bonham Carter, I love everything. Tim Burton, that trio is like my Hollywood fantasy.
Amazing. That's true.
I pretty much modeled my life after that. So it's, I was Edward Scissorhands for I don't know how many years in a row when I was in like middle school or something. And when that came out, I was like, I'm going to be Edward Scissorhands again for Halloween. And then I got to be Edward Scissorhands in a local art magazine.
I was going to say, that's the thing you should all go search and look.
They called up and asked me, I was like, hey, we got this character we want you to be for this thing. Will you be Edward Scissorhands? I was like, oh, would I be? they expect me to show up.
I'll be ready in 10 minutes. No. It's all laid out on his bed all the time.
Like, when I come
cuts his kid's hair.
When I show up for the photo shoot, they're like, "Oh my lord!" Like the makeup, like the hair.
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty good.
The gloves, the outfit.
I gotta give it to you.
I was like the boots, everything. I was like the sort of formal version, not the leather like bondage one or like pinhead version. That's a little bit too much work.
It's probably good.
It's a little bit too like I don't know fetishy.
Yeah.
But no, I like the formal version when they try to dress him in clothes. Right. God, that movie breaks my heart.
It is very sad.
It's a super sad movie. It's just the whole thing is just touching. Yeah, I mean his whole career is touching, and it's spanned decades. It's kind of awesome to see it happen now. Yeah, so check out his music, check out his movies, enjoy it. See, I get to talk about movies.
Check out his guitars,
rock and roll. His guitar collection is amazing. He's with Joe Perry, who's also an Echopark player. Amongst other awesome guitars. And speaking of, I think we got a bunch in the shop that we haven't even gotten to open the boxes yet.
Maybe we should do that.
So we're going to do that later as soon as this camera stops rolling.
I'm ready.
You know what I'm doing? Taking a nap. I'm not doing that. I don't take naps. I'm a grown up.
Sad.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this strange video about Sir Depp and us ranting about him. We love him. The career.
The great thing is when the video is actually about movies, we can't get off topic.
Yes, well, haha. If you don't like this video, I'm sorry.
But least off topic video we've ever done.
Oh my God, you're right. When we got off topic, it was about guitars for a minute.
The literal topic was off topic.
Thank you for saying that.
Just wanted to point it out. That's all. Just wanted to point that out.
Have a wonderful day, a thrilling rest of your evening, a beautiful morning, and a happy, 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 happy week.
Yes.
Casino Guitars, signing out.